Hello, this is part 3 of the video and the conclusion of my project. I wanted to talk to you about the wood framing in the installation board enclosure that I made. When I slid it on the back, uh, it, it would go kind of tight up against it, but there was still heat escaping through the top and the bottom and the sides. I could have stopped it by using just foil tape and wrapping it all the way around it, but I didn't want to use that because you would have to remove it, cut it. If you wanted to remove it off to do maintenance to the air conditioner, you'd have to cut it, leave a lot of residue and sticky shit everywhere. So to bypass that, I just made the 1x2 framing, wood framing, to go around the sides and the bottom. Once I made the wood framing, decided that, hey, yes, I needed to adjust it, and I had some issues adjusting it. And so I decided to cut it right here. Had to take the wood framing off and just think of like a plus sign. So I drew some lines top, bottom, and the sides, and I cut it, leaving it taking about a 3mm, 4mm gap of wood out, and therefore I just glued the corners, and made corner brackets out of it, and just glued them on, and then used the ratchet strap to draw it together and to tighten it. Then once I had it in place, I used the staples on each side all around it to hold it, and then I put a piece of wood on top of it to help give it some diameter to help press it along the air conditioner casing. That prevented a lot of heat blowback through the sides. But what really topped it off was, I'll take you inside the enclosure now, was decided to cut 2-inch strips and glued them along the enclosure. And let's see, I can't see. In the enclosure, I glued them to the sides of the enclosure, which went up to the back of the air conditioner casing once the enclosure was pressed onto the back, and that held really well. It keeps a lot of heat exhaust blowback from blowing back in around the edging. And I don't know why the air conditioner aluminum venting on the back looks like it's dented, bent, but it's not. It's just the lighting and causing it to look that way. But anyway, just look at the casing, how it is along the edges there, keeping the heat exhaust from blowing back along the edges. Anyway, this is my little project. If anyone wants to do something like this, I hope this gives you some ideas on what to do.